If it seems like all you can make on the pottery wheel are funky little bowls, let me give you some tips for how to pull your walls up taller. As with anything we make on the pottery wheel, it starts with a nice centered piece of clay. I always recommend practicing with 1 pound of clay and then going up from there. For reference, I'm right-handed. When creating the depth of your piece, be sure to leave about 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch of clay at the bottom. If you're making your pieces too wide, you're always going to end up with a bowl, so I recommend only stretching your clay to about 3 or 4 fingers in width. Get your hands in a good position. Start by connecting your thumbs and using your fingertips to come towards each other as you slide up your clay. Imagine that if there was no clay in between your fingers, they would be touching, so keep them in line the whole time you're moving up. You want to keep the pace of your pulls consistent with the speed of your wheel, so don't pull too fast or too slow. Be sure that the movement is happening in your wrists and not your shoulders, as this will make your piece funky. Keep in mind that once you thin out the clay, you can't make it thicker again, so I recommend doing more gentle pulls rather than fewer pulls with too much pressure. If you're leaning out to the side while you do your pulls, you'll always make a bowl. So instead, focus on leaning towards the center of your clay to bring it up. And of course, it takes lots of practice. You can always cut your pieces in half to look at your technique and improve for the next time. What tips am I forgetting?